Yeah, look at that, eh? So they need a wash. Now, how do you do that? Hey, engineers. Got a different one for you today. I've been sick of looking at my cherished and loved Beyerdynamic DT770s. These are fantastic for mixing. Sometimes they sound harsh, but they're kind of the headphone equivalent of NS10s in a way. There's no hype bass, no hype anything. It's just what's coming out. So I love these things, but those beautiful lush light gray ear pads, yeah, not so much anymore. Look at these things. Yeah, look at that, eh? So they need a wash. Now, how do you do that? Beyerdynamic thought of this, so it's really not that bad. You just gotta make sure you don't need these exact headphones for a day. Thankfully, here in the studio, we've got about 7 sets of headphones, and they'll do while I'm doing streaming or video editing. Let's get it. I'm ashamed to admit it. This is, 14, 15 years of atmosphere. Taking them off is actually not that bad. This is the scariest part. Let me get these centered. This is the scariest part. So we don't want to grab the fur and tug. We want to get inside here. And you can feel underneath this turns into this rubber here, which is actually on the outside of the headphone. So you'll see here in a second. So I'm grabbing here to get a firm grip. I'm holding the fur, but what I'm really pulling on is, let me get this centered. See that? So this whole rubber section that the fur is attached to just fits right over the actual cup. And I'm very gently pulling this off. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the gremlins underneath. And voila, it comes off quite easily. There's the inside. You can see we've got work to do. And there's your first pad. And let's look at the inside plate here, see if we can get focus. Oh, yeah. So we're going to get a lint roller and deal with that. Maybe some compressed air. And then we're going to repeat for side 2. Going to get a couple fingers underneath till I can feel that rubber. And then I'm going to gently pull it away from the plastic. Comes right off. Why I waited 15 years to do this, I'll never understand. And then that speaker underneath. It's looking pretty gnarly too. I even see little like pet hair. Oh gosh. Don't do what I did, guys. Do this while you're young. Okay, on to step 2. Lint roller. These are built well, but we're still looking at, depending on your model, $300 to $800 worth of fine-tuned equipment here, so we want to be gentle. And get some separation between the pads lightly here. I've got it hooked on the outside of my wrist. And I got a lint roller. Let's see what we can pick up here. Alright. Oh, yeah. There we go. Look at the little furs. It must be Jason fur. Alright. Flip and do the same. Oh, I got a little hole in the pad there. That's too bad. Doesn't seem to make any difference for monitoring, but a little bit upsetting. Okay. Looking much better already. And look at this thing. Ooh-wee. Alright. And the last step, I got a bonus step. And for a final bonus cleaning tip, I've got this that I ordered for cleaning up the coffee table in the studio, which would get super messy after big sessions. It's a little USB vacuum cleaner. Okay, now it's got bristles at the bottom that are very stiff. I do not want these hitting especially the foam on the speakers. But it does come with this little attachment and a little brush, which is meant for cleaning it. This will be perfect for us to get into. Let me get my special grip going there. This is very soft, letting me get some of these little bits that are sticking around. And then, oh, time to change the filter. I'm just barely touching it. While we've got them, I've got a nice little cleaning pad here. I'm gonna take this opportunity to clean these edges. I'm not gonna muss with the soft speaker. Get the plastic. Look at this. Make sure you're always supporting the base here so it can't swivel and potentially break those little connector arms. There we go. Look at that though. Whew. Beauty of life. Okay, that's this step done. Let's get wet. Depending on your home setup, I used filtered water from my Berkey water filter because I'm up in the Yukon. We're on a septic tank, which has highly hard water, sulfurous water, and so I make sure it goes through the Berkey so that there wouldn't be any residuals. As you can see here, I'm going to try to pull in close. You have to add sodium crystals to the water filter for the house, and that straight up water, when it dries, will leave salt. Now you're looking at months and months of buildup there, but still, I don't want that in my earphones. So depending on your setup, you're going to want to use filtered water, distilled water, so you don't get anything drying, crystallizing on your headphones. Okay, let it get in there and then let them soak 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes. Let me get these things squished out as best we can, and then into filtered water. Look at that. Oh, and that was round 2. Okay, now we're gonna rinse. It's hard to tell when they're wet. It's like a similar color to when they were dirty. You can already see it doesn't have the dark highlights on it. So again, trying to squeeze in one fat motion with the whole pad of the hand, trying to keep that inside within the dark plastic rim. Okay, everything's still where it should be. So we have our special headphone hanger. Dude, my first time ever, I'm gonna hang one upside down. I'm worried about them getting misshapen if I put them first side down. I think I can already see this is going to require another run, but it should be better when we're done. This one I'll put hanging downwards. Okay, we'll leave that for a whole day. All right, it's been 20 hours, give or take. Here's our result. Oh, they feel soft again, and they smell fantastic. All right, so we're gonna put it back together now. All we have to do is hang this on one edge, and we're going to keep that there and grab the inside and pull the outside over all the way around. It's all a lot easier than I thought it would be. A little bit tricky, this part. Eventually it just gets there. You might have to actually pull that plastic over for the last few bits. Okay, and we're there. There's one space where the swivel connects where it can be a little tricky. You just have to pull it straight, get it into that tiny little space there, and we're on. Might have to go inside and feel and make sure that the inner cuff is flattened out, and that is perfect, good to go. Number 2, again, get a good angle here. Again, and just hang it off the top. There. Okay. Keep a little bit of tension there, holding it in place. Grab from the inside. Stretch it over. It might not go on perfectly wherever those hinges are. You can always come back and smooth that out. Let's just get the whole lip on first. Last little bit can be a bit tricky. It's I have to grab the plastic and slap it right over. Okay, and we're done. So we're past that hinge. How's this hinge? Perfect. Everything fell into place. It's going to feel the inside and make sure the inside rim is folded over correctly. There we go. Oh yeah, feels great. Looks great. Can't stop looking at myself. I should be looking at you guys. You know, a million shades brighter. It's still a little bit of discoloration, but 15 years of ignoring them comes with a cost. So I'd say do this every 2 years, depending on your environment. Doing that every 2 years and they'll look like new, they'll smell nice, and your clients will think much more highly of you. All right, that's all there is to it, guys. We'll see all you engineers out there on the next plugins this week or my next review. And if you liked what you saw here and it helped you clean your headphones, please thank me by subscribing down below, or even consider joining my Patreon for as little as $5 a month to show support. So until next time, let's get it.